Bootcamp. Today, what I want to talk to you about is a question that I get a lot from many people with cameras. Now, what they're asking me is, how do I set my camera? And I say to them, what are you going to shoot? And they say, oh, well, I don't know. And I say, well, here's a for instance. Are you going to the beach? Are you going to the mountains? Are you going to be shooting at night? Are you going to be shooting during the day? What scenario are you going to be in? And they look at me kind of confused, like a deer in the headlight, and I say, okay, let's take the first scenario. Out at the beach, okay? Bright sunlight, you got lots of environment to take pictures of. You have to remember, your camera has particular settings. Now, you can go in fully auto if you want, or you can go in program mode, whatever that means. The manufacturer sets those up to give you good conditions in kind of a generic way. But if you want to go manual, what you have to remember is something I came up with a few years ago called the triangle of light, okay? I'll say it again, the triangle of light, only because there's three different things that you have to control when you're out there on your own doing manual photography, okay? First thing, ISO, okay? People say, what's the ISO? Well, back in the days when we used film, that was called the film speed. If I had a roll of film in my hand, it would be ISO 100 if I was going to go out to the beach on a bright sunny day. If it was overcast, then I would use a roll of maybe 400. If it was getting darker, I'd use a roll of 800 or 1000. Today our cameras can go up to 64,000, some even higher ISOs, okay, for light sensitivity. So, first thing, you're going to set your ISO. The next thing is your shutter speed, okay? People say, what's a shutter speed? That's a little click-click thing that goes up and down in your camera. When you hear you push the button, you hear click-click. That's your shutter, okay? Now, your shutter can either go very slow or it can go very fast. If it goes slow, you're going to get a blurred motion. Again, a lot of people say, well, I'm taking pictures of my little kids' birthday parties and I can't, everything's blurry. I'm getting all these weird images. Well, your shutter speed's too slow, okay? So, first thing, ISO. Number two, shutter speed, okay? If you want to stop action, it's going to have to be a faster shutter speed, like 1/25th of a second. Now I hear people throw around terms like 1/25th, 2/50th. Those are fractions of a second. So every time you snap the shutter, it's going at a fraction of a second, okay? The last thing you want to do is, now that you have your shutter speed set for, let's say 125, we're outside of the beach, ISO 100, and what's my aperture going to be? Well, your aperture depends on your light meter. So, you got your ISO set, you got your shutter speed set, you put your camera up to your eye, you touch your little button, your shutter release button halfway down, and then you see a little bar going across from the minus side to the plus side, okay? You want to get that dialed in right to the middle in order to give you the proper aperture setting. Okay, what's the proper aperture setting, you might ask? Well, again, you're going to have to look to the triangle. You've got ISO 100, you've got a shutter speed of 1/25th, and in this case, if you're outdoors at the beach, your aperture might be f8 or f11, depending on how bright and sunny it is. If it's 11 o'clock in the morning, there's a lot of sun coming straight down, okay, so you'll probably be up around f16, okay? If it's later in the afternoon, sun's starting to get towards sunset, it might open up to f8 or 5.6. So all three of these elements have to be in balance to each other to give you the proper exposure you're going to need. Okay? I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can look at my website, www.imageworksphoto.com, or you can give me a call. My phone number is right there on our website and on the our YouTube channel. And you can see us right here, Imageworks Photography, and the phone number right here on my shirt. If you'd like to get one of these fantastic Imageworks Photography shirts, they are available for you to buy. All you have to do is contact us, send us an email to Gary@imageworksphoto.com, and we can ship one of these shirts out to you. Give us your size. We've got small, medium, large, extra large. It will cost you $16. That includes shipping. Such a deal, right? Alright, so if you're looking for a shirt, give us a call. If you want more photo tips, come back and look at our channel. If you have any questions or comments, post it on the site, on YouTube there, and I'll check it out, and I'll try to get back with you as soon as I can. Alright, take care.